fulfill my duty.
What? What the fuck?
Hi, I'm Josh aka Kaminari, and this is my Lady Nagant video that I was telling you guys about. This is my third time recording, and I finally got a decent recording, and I muted my mic, so I have to re-record it. I'm having a great time. Anyway, based on the intro, you will have seen me pulling Lady Nagant in a single pull, 10 pull, and it's kind of insane. I didn't expect it to happen, but I'm very happy because I can make this video. And yeah. In terms of what I've seen around this game, people tend to be very negative in terms of like the gacha of it and how expensive it is on paper. I don't tend to operate that because I'm relatively free to play. I bought a season pass a couple seasons back, and essentially I have only needed to buy more crystals to buy new season pass, like every 2 seasons, because of the free gems and also the fact that I get crystals back from playing the season passes. So I spend £14 every like 3 months at minimum, 6 months at maximum. So I'm very light spending in terms of this game, and like so. It's one of those where it's just like, but also if I don't feel like playing a character, I will just save the tickets I've got from the season pass. I have never directly bought from the shop unless it's using crystals I've got from the season pass. I don't just buy crystals to buy tickets. To me, it's like, especially because at this point I have most of the roster that I care about, so I get for people who like play want every character and make content about it, they're gonna pull, and yeah, there'll be a limit obviously, so if they don't get it, they'll have friends footage or whatever. But basically, what's frustrating about the game is like, it's popular, but then also at the same time it's like, oh look how bad the gacha is, especially when they change the way the daily ticket thing is, in terms of if it's a new character, you need 3 tickets. And then if it's an old character, either 2 tickets if it's relatively old, like it's just gone out of season, or really old in terms of just like 1 ticket. And then eventually you'll be able to buy it with the exchange, the character token things, which I think is pretty good eventually once they're older, even though they're still relevant because every character gets constant balance patches and stuff. There's still some level of like trying out the character. Yes, you may get like a crappy game, but I don't think especially if you want to try out the new guy. But I guess in my head, I'm like, because it's new, they want to have some sort of incentive for you to pull, which you don't pull because they're trying to force you to pull. First off, but also it makes sense, and it still just means like, oh, all I have to do is just wait. And in terms of the quirk sets, I'm still going to call them quirk sets. People complain because, oh, you have to pull them. But basically in my head, because I'm thinking from the developer's perspective, those are extra versions of the same character. So if you want the extra stuff, you're going to have to pull. So in terms of the base things, eventually those base characters feel like All for One Deku, eventually, when it's old enough, will be part of like the roster people can just get when they either first play the game, if there are new players like years down the line, or just like people who are waiting, who are just like, I don't want to pull, or I'm just gonna like save my tickets for ages and happen to not get Deku. Eventually, you can do that. So like, I understand people's complaints, especially when they're coming from a perspective to being responsible and saving your money, but at the same time, they're having a pity system. You're not being like optimized. I don't think is like the standard. I feel like the standard should be it having a pity system at all, because chances are, if they don't have a pity system, that's where it gets greedy. Having a pity system where, oh, if you get a bad game, it may ruin your day or with the new shiny character, doesn't really feel like a, oh, what a greedy company. It just feels like a, oh, that's like, because it's a battle royale, it's like part of the game, and that's kind of the gamble you take if you want to try out the new character. Because personally, because of how I've saved, I got to the point where I had 1,000 rolls because of how much I saved. Like, it was one season pass, didn't spend at all, had 1,000, not 1,000 rolls, 1,000 tickets. So I was able to I get a bunch of characters I wanted, and basically I'm basically waiting for Kirishima, Kendo, maybe Present Mike, and that's it. That's the main ones I would want. Everyone else I have, and like I play, so I don't even use the daily tickets anymore. So at a certain point, because of how they release a season, every month there's a new character. Yeah, every month. Yeah, season 3. Yeah, yeah. So there's 12 characters a year, and that's relatively slow considering. So because of how quickly you're like getting tickets, potentially, if you're just like saving them and not just constantly spending them whenever the time hits you, you could either be really lucky or really not. So it like kind of depends. So yeah, I've been lucky enough to get stuff, but yeah, it's just because I pick when I want to spend and when I don't want to spend. So yeah, also, waiting for anniversaries where they just give out a bunch of tickets and a bunch of free rolls. It's basically just like the gacha game logic of like being strategic with your summons. Don't just summon for the sake of summoning. Summon because you like a character. I think it's that simple fundamentally. This was a long tangent, and this was supposed to be a video about Lady Nagant, but I think this is valuable information. So yeah, to go and talk about Lady Nagant. So let's go with Beta, Gamma, Alpha, and sprinkling some topics when they're relevant. So in terms of Beta, it's a sniper. It's pretty good. You can combine it with a special action to snipe people from borderline the other side of the map. And if you get a headshot, you do more damage, it pierces through their shield, so it goes through their health. And then regularly, it does pretty good range, so you basically outrange every other character in terms of head-to-head fight. So you go in doing lots more damage if you're a good sniper. Then combining with a double jump. So if you got away, you're able to snipe them from the sky with the main ability because of how good not main ability, the alpha. Then the beta is the range attack where you shoot the bullets up in the air and then fire it down in the place you've set it to, and it goes through walls. And ceilings. No, ceilings. So I don't know whether it goes through the whole building or just one layer, but it means that if you know people are in the area, depending on what your tuning is, you're able to get pretty decent shots if you want that. So that ability is pretty decent. I struggle with it compared to the two other abilities, and I still need to learn how to use it effectively. So in terms of that may be a learning curve. But the last ability, the beta one, is pretty good in terms of if you jump while using it, you're able to get away pretty cleanly. You're going to need to adjust with your stick or your mouse to turn around because you fire backwards because you're using your gun to get away, and it has 2 shots. So combine it with a double jump, it's pretty good. So it gives you the option to, if you're not jumping, you just throw a cluster bomb, push the enemy away, then you can go into a different combo or just like shoot them and try and kill them. So hot jobs in there. And then in terms of the special actions, we've gone through them in terms of the sniper, and because you can use a sniper up range, people have discovered combos that you can do that do pretty decent damage. I haven't figured them out, but they're out there. And in terms of the tuning, I think her tuning, I don't know what the specific thing, but I know it's to do with the railroad. I think it's, yeah, but I will have it up on screen now if you're interested in what her tuning ability does. But in terms of tuning I had, because I'm using her main outfit, I have Tomura Yellow's shield defense for melee attacks, which just helps her be more well-rounded, and then compressed, holding more healing pots, which, you know, I don't need to tell you how useful that is. So yeah, that's everything to do with Lady Nagant, and I will go into some gameplay of her, probably a bit of a montage of me playing the game. So yeah, I'll see you in that section of the video. Yup. So this is the gameplay portion of the video. You'll probably see a cut from here into just the start of the match, but yeah, I hope this match goes well, and you know, so yeah, let's see how this shakes up. Okay, let's get started.
Pick somewhere, anywhere. Here. Over here.
Definitely going on top of a building to start with.
Here's good. Search for the target. Yeah. All right. Accuracy increased. Disappear. Accuracy increased.
I repeat, 30 seconds.
Let's see if I can get a sniper. Okay, this is difficult.
Eat this.
So I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, I'm just gonna level up. Ah, that was embarrassing. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Accuracy increased. You should dodge.
Go on.
Level up.
There's an item box. Move quick or it'll get snapped up.
Looks useful.
Stealing all the items. I like it.
All right. Annoying. Crap. Down. Hell? Locked on. Level up. Time to reload with precision. No hesitation. Crap.
I won't last long here.
Okay. Okay, no. Yeah, that was not my teammate. So, okay, let's see how this goes. I am not going to be like, okay, that's the end of the video now. I'm going to wait. You know, put them into shorts or whatever it is. Okay, I'm being revived. I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to continue talking about it. But, okay, so basically I'm just really appreciative of this year on the end of this year on YouTube, because this has been rough, and I feel like the end of this year going so well has really turned it around for me mentally and just in general. So I'm looking forward to the YouTube stuff, and basically I know I've always had the mindset of like, I want to be a YouTuber, so I'm going to be, but it got hard when the reality of it made it difficult in terms of like burnout and like actively putting it into practice. So once I took a break and then I suddenly realized, oh, I really want this. It definitely changed things because it meant rather than worrying about like
I marked the location of an item. Scratch that.
worrying about
Mark
what's it
the
called?
location of an item.
How bad my videos are. I'm like just focused on constantly improving. That way,
Taking the shot.
whatever I do, it's always in the pursuit of like getting better.
Look, I found an item.
Accuracy increased.
So yeah, that's basically the mindset I'm going into this with. Is just it's not about how good or bad the videos are. It's about how improving. And the more I improve, the more I'm like, oh, those initial videos were kind of cringe, but there's something to learn from all of them, and also
Looks useful.
yeah, I'm just appreciative of the journey. So yeah. Anyway, let's try and win this. Okay.
Locked on. Bullet shower. Crap.
Okay.
Crap. Reloading. What did you do?
Okay.
Gotta get out of this. Hell? Crap. No. All right.
Damn it. Give me a continue.
Level up.
Just ignore. I'm going to the next stage.
The safe area has changed.
Level up.
Okay, yeah, okay. Didn't think I was going to win this, but yeah.
Too bad. Game over.
Great.
Okay, but anyway, I was able to show off my current state of Lady Nagant. I feel like I'm gradually learning character, also the YouTube stuff. I have plans. Hopefully the end of this year, video-wise, is pretty good because there are things in process that I think you'll like. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you lads later. Goodbye. Can you tell I have no faith in this Bakugan? You know what? Before we end the video, let's see how long he lives. Let's bet this. I think he's gonna get absolutely washed. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You know, I'll cheer him on. I'll be a nice guy. Let's see. Does he got this? Is he going to fumble? Is bro going to fumble? Is brother gonna fumble?
Seriously? Someone's getting a crazy amount of light.
Is he going to fumble? He fumbled! Yep, he fumbled. So, yeah, like I was saying before, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time in whatever video comes next. Ooh, goodbye.
This can't be.